Hey, hey, plebeians. Your quest is here to talk about some stuff. First of all, got to have the proper stuff, really. Britain, the only empire built on tea. Anyway, right down to it. Nexus by Rotosound. Black coated Type 52 alloy bass guitar strings. What Type 52 alloy is, I have no idea. We're going to test them on this beast. Seen it many times. The PCBE 12-OPN 30-01. Why it was called an acoustic bass of an Ibanez variety. So we'll do some with unamplified. Yeah, well, the one thing about the strings on here, it might as well play with barbed wire, I think. But anyway, we'll have a bash through an amp, and the amp I'm using is very nice. Don't dismiss them at all. It's a Laney RB5. Look them up. I won't say Google because I don't think Google is the best. I use Bing myself, which I think gives a better range of answers. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Now make sure these. You only need these things for seeing. Am I in tune? Yes, I'm in tune. Oh, speaking about seeing, one thing you won't know, well you might do if you, the rewrite is going to be out very soon. It's finished, going through the editing stages, I call it a story. Some people call it a book, others have even called it a novel. So when it's out and about and up for grabs, you will be able to read some of my work. Oh my god! And then you'll need even more tablets than what you're on now. So watch out for that in the new year. I'll go Wilford. Everything on the amp is set to 12 o'clock, as the, well, not quite, DL. Yep, everything's set at 12 o'clock on the bass and the amp. I think we'll find any great difference in the sound, but however, we might. So, we'll be back in a little bit. Well, I'll take a lot longer than you will, but you know what I mean. Back in a bit. Said we'll be back in a minute. I didn't mean quite this soon. But as you can see, there's whole spots on these strings. They are very thick. Very nasty. Well, they're not nasty as such. You can look here. Shouldn't really have bits like that on a string. But anyway, I'm looking at this. It's time for polishing up on the frets, I think, and feed the fingerboard a little bit. Oh, sorry, fretboard. Feed this a little bit. So we'll come back and slightly longer done what we're going to do. Righty-ho. So we're back. You know, a 5-minute job never actually takes 5 minutes, does it? Right, change the strings. Easy, and you saw before. Best clean the fretboard and clean those frets up a bit. I didn't anticipate the nuts falling off. Right, that's no trouble. Where's my super glue? I had super glue, but it was all hard and I couldn't get the cap off. Well, I tried to get the cap off, holding it one hand, get some pliers and... cap in one hand, tube in the other, and some tube on this side as well. Luckily, it was all hard and horrible, otherwise well, you know what I mean. So I had to take a trip out to get some super glue. But anyway, here we are. The Nexus strings from Rotosound. Let's have a look how they... I don't know, have a look. Let's have a hear of how they look. You're not going to use this very often, acoustically, apart from actually just mucking around at home. But obviously, it's, they're not quite as loud. But I think they've got a slightly more mellow. I was going to say dull, but that's not quite clear. A more mellow sound. I have to go to the doctors again. I don't want another operation on my elbow particularly, but I've had one before. Same settings on the amp as before, everything at 12 o'clock. So, that's how you have it. Keep barbing. Obviously they're a little bit bright because they are new. Because on my proper main, well, you can't see it, West Tone, I've had the strings on for 5 years and they're just about bedding down nicely now. But hey ho chaps, that's about it. But everything else? Yeah, more beer. Take care.